So we have seen something like how you are going to insert the data into the table, how you are going to update the data into the table, and how you are going to delete the data into the table. And we have seen something like how to retrieve the data in ascending order and descending order. These scenarios we have worked already. So now we have seen how to filter the records. Then we have seen how we are going to use the AND operator and OR operator when we are going to filter the records. Okay. Now we'll go for the next one, guys. So first I'll see what is the data inside the table so that we can plan it accordingly. Select star from T1. This is the table which we have created. So I have, this is the data I'm having, guys. This is the data I'm having. Okay. Now I need the data of the employee. I need the data of the employee whose salary is null. So this is the scenario. So now from this, I need data of the employee whose salary is null. So how you are going to write this? Select star from table. Select star from table. I can mention where salary is null. Salary is null. So if I'm going to execute this, so you are going to get the employee whose salary is null. So Lakshmi is there. She don't have any salary. We don't have any salary information about her. But she is from Bangalore location. Now, I need the data of the employees because I have some data here. I need the data of the employees whose IDs are, I have some IDs here, guys. IDs. Whose IDs are between 105 and 1010 or 102. I need from 102 to 105, guys. I need the data of the employee whose IDs are between 102 to 105. So here you can use something like between operator. So when you want to select the data in between, guys, I can use between. I can use between. So what is the use of between means if you want to select the data, if you want to select the data in between some of the records, if you want to select. If you want to select some of the records. So then you can use something like between operator here. Okay. So I can write like this. Select star from the table. Select star from table. I can write where ID between 102 and 105 days. I need the records between the 102 and 105. Okay. Now I can able to use this between operator. If I'm going to execute this, you can see here. You can get the records between 102 to 105. Both are inclusive here, guys. Both are inclusive here. Both the records are going to be inclusive here. So you can able to use something like between operator. You can able to retrieve. So it is between operator. You are going to use the between operator to get the range of values. We have some range of values. If you want to retrieve the range of values, so we can select values with given range. With given range. So you can able to select this between operator. Now, same thing here. Same thing. I need the data of the employees. I need the data other than 102 to 105 days. I need data of the employee. I need data of the employee other than 102 to 105. So what we need to do it here, guys? So previously we have used between here. We are getting the data between 102 to 105. But I don't want the data between 102 to 105. What you need to do? We can use not between. We can use not between this. We can use not between, guys. We can use it. So same query I can write like this. Select star from T1 where ID not between, I can mention 102 and 105. I'm going to execute this. See here, you are going to get the data other than the data between 102 to 105. Both are inclusive there. Getting, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Now see here. Now I have some records here from a table. Select star from T1. Select star from T1. I can get all the data from the table. I want only first 5 records, guys. I want only first 5 records. First 5 records from a table. I want first 5 records from a table. So we can use, see here, we can use top class. We can use top class to get the first 5 records from a table. In a normal SQL. In SQL, we can get it. In SQL, we can get it. Now see here, if I write like this, select, I want top 5 records from the table. Select top 5. I need the 5 records. 5 star total records from T1. So now I am going to execute this. So I require only the 5 records from the table. You are getting the 5 records. Or I required only the top 4 records from the table. You can able to use the top class. Top class, you are going to use the top class to retrieve the number of records from the top. From the top, I require the top 5 records or 10 records. And we have something called limit also, guys. We can use limit also to retrieve the data. Top 5 records or top, like we can use limit or top class. Both it will work. We can use limit or we can able to use top class. Both it will work. So I can use same thing like select star from T1. So select star from T1 means you will get all the records. I will mention limit 3. Then you will get only 3 records. Select star from T1 means you will get all the records from the table. Limit 3 means you will get only 3 records. Select top 5 star from the top 5 means you will get 5 records. So if I am going to execute this, you will get only 3 records. You will get only 3 records. Okay. Now, I want you people to write a query. I need last 2 records from the table, guys. I need last 2 records from the table. How you are going to write it? From a table. So already top records we have selected. Top records. But I don't want the top. From last, I need 2 records. How you are going to write this? So you
bottom 5.
Yeah. No, bottom will not work.
Last
2 from T1.
No, not. See, already I have taught you something before this in the previous class. You need to apply that and this. Think about that. What I have taught.
Tail.
Sorry?
Tail.
No. Simple thing. You can use order by class, right? You can use order by class, right? See here.
Yeah.
I can write. See here. Select star from T1. You'll get all the data from the table. Okay. So I need last 2 records. I need two records. First, what I can do it, I can use order by ID, descending order. What is the output of this, guys? What is the output of this?
All the records will
last-
come from
You will get the
descending
data in.
order.
You'll get the data in descending order, correct?
Descending order. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So I am going to execute this. Descending order. You will get the data. So what I need to add here to get the last 2 records?
Top
Last
2.
I can use limit, right? Limit 2, limit 3, getting or not? Same thing. I'm going to keep here. I will get all the records. I will mention here limit 2 records, limit 2. So if I'm going to execute this, you will get the data of the employees in the descending order, limit last 2 records. Getting or not, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you can able to like use like this. You can able to do like this. Okay. Now I need data of the employee. I need data of the employee who are from Bangalore, Chennai, and Hyderabad locations. So how you are going to write this? So this is the query I'm trying. Select star from T1. You can see the data also. You need to say that how you are going to write this query. So I need the data of the employee who are from Bangalore, Chennai, and Hyderabad locations. So how you are going to write this? In the previous class, I have taught you this also, guys. Already we have written the query also. So we can use the R query, right? We can use the R operator. R operator, we can use it. Yes or no?
Yes, yes. Let's start. Yes.
We can use R operator.
By using R operator, we can.
Okay, I am writing now. See here. Select star from T1 table.
Where?
I can use where
Where class?
location equal to single
Equal to
location. I'm going to give as location
Bangalore.
Bangalore
Single.
or location equal to
Equal to
something
Chennai.
like Chennai or location
Or
equal to I'm going to give it as Pune. Okay. If I'm going to execute this, you'll get the employees only for. So I need Hyderabad. Okay, I'll give Hyderabad here. Hyderabad location. I don't want the Pune locations. Okay, I'm going to execute this. Okay. But now my query is, if I have locations, 10 locations or 20 locations, every time we are going to use or, it's difficult to write it, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
If I have 20 locations also, every time I need location equal to Bangalore or location equal to Chennai like this. So here we have something called in class, in. What is use of in means? It's a multiple variable.
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಓಕೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಿನ್ನ ನಾವು ಅದಂಗಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಹುಡುಕ್ಯಾಡಿ ಹಾಕಿ ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಹಾಕು ಬೆಡ್ಶೀಟ್ ಅವು ಇವ್ನ ತೆಗೆದು ಹಾಕು ಯಾವ ಹೋಗಿ ಅಂತ
Guys, please mute. In means it's a multiple var class. Multiple var class. So we don't want to write every time like location equal to location equal like this. We are going to use something like in operator. So above query, I can write like this. Select star from table where location. Here I am going to use the in operator. Location in. So in the brackets, I can mention here Bangalore. I can mention here Chennai. I can mention here Hyderabad. So I can able to write a query like this. So every time you don't want to use or all these things, multiple or kind of things are like multiple var statements. I can able to use something like an in operator here. You don't want to write like this. Okay. Now I want you people to write a query, or you can say I need employees other than Hyderabad and Chennai locations. So other than Hyderabad and Chennai locations, I need the employees. How you are going to write it? I need the employees. Sorry?
Location not in
Okay, very
Chennai
good.
and Hyderabad.
Yes, very good. So I can use here same thing. Select star from table. Select star from table. Here I can write where location not in. So here I can able to mention. I don't want from Bank Hyderabad, right? I mentioned Hyderabad location. So I don't want from Chennai location. I need the data of the remaining ones. So if I'm going to execute this, you can able to get it. Clear, guys? Till here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we'll see some aggregate functions, guys. We'll see some aggregate functions. Aggregate functions. So we are going to see some aggregate functions here. We'll see how aggregate functions will work. Aggregate functions. So what are the aggregate functions we are having here means? We have something like minimum, maximum, count, average, sum. These are the aggregate functions. We have a minimum function, max, average, count, and sum. So these are the aggregate functions. These are the aggregate functions. Okay. So now I have a table here. Select star from T1. This is my table. From this table, I need the minimum salary. I need the maximum salary of an employee. I need the minimum salary of the employee. I need the maximum salary of the employee. Or I need to count how many number of employees are there. I need to get the average salary of the employee. Or I need to get the information, okay, of the sum of all the salaries. So these things I require this. Okay. Now see here, I can write like this. I need the minimum salary of the employee. Select. Here I need to select the columns. So if I'm going to select salary from table, I'm going to get only the salary column. Okay. Now here I'm going to keep minimum salary. Minimum of salary. You can get it. See here. This is the minimum salary. This is the minimum salary. Okay. I need the maximum salary. So just I'm going to execute this. I'll keep the output here. It will be helpful. 76 is the minimum salary. So output I'm keeping. It's a 76,000 is the minimum salary. So I need the maximum salary. I need the maximum salary. So maximum salary from employee, from table. So if I'm going to use the max keyword, you will get the maximum salary here. So it is like something like 88,000. So I'm going to mention here. Okay. So I need the count of all the employees. I can use count. Select count star from table. So I'll get what is the count of employees or the count of columns, total 10. So total columns count it will be 10. Okay. Next, I need the total average of all the salaries. Select average of salary from T1. So average salary. So you are going to get the average salary here. Okay. 82,777 is the average salary. So finally, I'm going to get the sum of all the salaries. Select sum of salary from T1. You'll get the sum of all the salaries. So 7,45,000. So like this, you can able to get it, guys. So you can able to use this aggregate functions like this. You can able to use the aggregate functions like this. So these are the aggregate functions. You can able to use this aggregate functions. Okay. Now, I need the, see here, I have mentioned here, select count star from table. Here it is going to calculate all the employees. It is going to count all the employees. But in this table, see here guys, in this table, if I'm going to execute this, I have 10 employees, it is correct. But how many employees are getting the salary guys? Only 9 employees, right? The last employee, we don't have the salary information here.
Yeah, it's null.
Yes. So how you are going to count that? So I need the employees. I need the count of the employees who are getting only the salary information. How you are going to get it? Select count of salary. Count of salary. It will not count the null values. From T1. I am going to execute this. How many records we have? 9 records. Only 9 people are getting the salaries. Getting or not, guys?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
I can use the count star means it will get all the records. But here, if I'm going to use count in the bracket salary means you'll get like this. Okay. Now, every time, see here guys, I'm going to write select minimum salary from the employee. If I'm going to execute this, you'll get the minimum salary details, but you are not getting the employee information here, right? So what is the ID of the employee? What is the name of the employee? What is the location of the employee? You are not getting that information here, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
So I need that information. I need that information. So I need the information. Need full information of the employee who is getting minimum salary. Minimum salary. Who is getting the minimum salary? I need the full information of the employee. So what you can write it here? How you are going to get it, guys? I can write, you know this one, select minimum salary from table. So you know this, you are getting the minimum salary. You know what is the minimum salary also. So here I can write a where statement, where salary equal to 76,000. What will happen, guys? I can write where salary equal to 76,000. So if I'm going to execute this, you are going to get the output or not? Details of the employee. Select, sorry, I'm going to mention it, select star from employee. So I need the details. Select star from employee, where salary equal to 76,000. So you are going to get it right. 2 people are getting 76,000. Yes or no? But this value is a hard-coded value. If I'm going to give the 76,000 like this, it's a hard-coded value. Maybe future some other employee has been joined. Maybe his salary may be 65,000 also. At that time, if you are going to use 76,000 here, you are going to get this result only. It's a hard-coded value. So we are not supposed to use the hard-coded values. Getting, guys, what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You can understand the scenario, what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, for this 76,000 also, we are putting this hard-coded value. I can able to, okay. Here I am going to keep, okay. Just I am going to mention the query for this. I am going to mention the query for this. Just a moment, please. Okay. So for this also, I am going to write a query. I can write like this. Select star from table. So select star from table means you are going to get all the records from the table. You know this one. So here I am going to mention like this. Okay. Where salary equal to. So if I mention where salary, above query also same thing is, I have written where salary equal to. If I mention 76,000, it's a hard coded value. So I can write here in a bracket, I can write select minimum salary from the employee. Minimum salary from employee. If I'm going to write it, guys, first this query will execute. And you will get 76,000. or what is the minimum salary, then this query will execute. Then you will get the exact result, right? See here. So you can able to get the exact result. See here. First, this query. This is a subquery, guys. Subquery. First, subquery will execute. Subquery. This query will execute, and you are going to get some 76,000. 76,000. You are going to get it. From this, you are going to get it. Select star from that. Like T1. So I am going to execute this. See here, you are going to get it. So whether to give the hard coding values like this, so you can able to write a subquery like this. You can able to write a subquery like this. Okay. Most of the times when you are going to use a subquery, we are not going to use the equal to. We are going to use the in operator case. We are going to use the in operator. In operator. How I can use it means compared to this, I can write like this. Select star from P1 where salary in, and in the bracket, you are going to mention this. In the bracket, you are going to mention this. Okay. So I can write here in the bracket, I can write a subquery. So I can write here, select minimum salary from T1. So I'm going to execute this. So you are going to get it. So like this is the exact subqueries case. These are the subqueries, how you are going to write it. These are the subqueries, how you are going to write it. So if you want the full details of the employee, here I am getting the full details of the employee case. So if I am going to write a queries like this, like average salary, I am going to get only the average salary. Okay. Or if you want to get a like maximum salary, if I will get the maximum salary here. Now, I can write here, I need the employee who is getting the maximum salary case. I need the employee details who is getting the maximum salary. Same thing. Select. Just I am combining two queries case. Select star from T1 where salary in, and I am writing the subquery here. Here I can write select max salary from table. Execute this. See here, you are getting who is getting the like employees who is getting the maximum salary. Getting, guys?
Yes.
You can understand. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Now I need the count of employees based on each location, guys. I need count of employees from each location. From each location. So just I'm saying here, how many employees are there from Hyderabad location? How many employees are there from Chennai location? How many there from Pune location? Like this, I need the data. I need the data. So you know this one. If I'm going to use select count star, means I will get the total employees. I will get the total employees. You'll get the total employees. Total employees, I am going to get it. Now here, so I have the total employees. Now I require from each location, guys. I require from each location, count of employees from each location. Whenever you can see from each location, you require the employees like this. Now you need to use some keyword here called group by. You are going to group based on this. Group by, guys. You are going to use a group by here. Okay. So why you are going to use the group by means you are going to do some aggregations, and as you are going to grouping them, you are going to doing some aggregations, you are going to group them, guys. Okay. Okay. So now, if you want to find the number of customers from each country or number of employees from each location, so it is going to group the rows which is having the same values. What group by will do it means it is going to group the rows which is having same values, which is having same values. What are the values it is having? It is going to group it. It is going to group which is having the same values. Okay. Now I need the employees based on the location, count of the employees based on the location. So I can write like this. Select what you want. I require the location. From each location, how many employees are there? Location, comma. I need to get the count of employees from each location. Count star. So location and count from table. Here I need to use group by location. Group by location. Whatever the columns you have selected here, so you need to group based on that columns. So I am going to group by based on location. So I need the location and the count of employees from each location. I am going to execute this. I am going to execute this. See here, Bangalore 5 people are there, Chennai 3 people are there, and Pune we have the 2 people are there. Like this, you can able to group it. You can able to group it. Group the data based on the location, and you can able to get the count. You can able to get the count. Getting guess what I'm saying?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. So they can ask you one more thing also. I need the employees. So I need the employees. I need the details of the employees. I need employees, employee count. Where need the location details, I can say. Need the location details where employee count is greater than 2. So I can say like this. Need location details. Need location details where employee count is greater than 2. Greater than 2. Now see here. If I'm going to execute the above query, so you are getting 5, 3, and 2. But we require the output only 5 and 3 because I need to avoid this 2 because I need the employees greater than 2. Greater than 2. So at that time, you are going to use something called group by and having class. Group by and having class. Group by and having class. Same query I'm going to write it. Select location and count of that count from table group by location. Group by location. I am going to execute this. Now you can able to see here. Here I need to avoid the last one because greater than 2 I require. So I can write, I can use a having class here. Having count of employees. Having count star is greater than 2. Execute this. If I'm going to execute this, you'll get the output. Only greater than 2 employees we are going to get it. Only the greater than 2 employees you are going to get it. Okay. Greater than 2 employees you are going to get it. So you can use something like having. Okay. Now, can you write a query? Can you write a query? I need you people to write one query, guys. One query. I need sum of salaries from each location, guys. Sum of salaries from each location. Can you write this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Select
right.
sum
Write
of
in a,
salary.
no, wait. Write in a chart window. I need to see that how you are writing. Just write in a chart window. Write in a chart window, guys. Sum of salaries from each location, guys. Write in the chart window, guys. Type it in the chart window. You have the like Zoom chart window, right? You can type it. So what is our requirement means sum of salaries. Okay. Now see here, I can write like this. Select location. Okay, Rachana and Maltesh has written. Select location. And I require the sum of the salary. Keep here sum. Sum of salary from table. So I can use group by location. So execute this. From each location, what is the salary information you are going to get? From each location, what is the salary information you are going to get? Like this. From each location, what is the salary information you can able to get it, guys. Okay. Next one here. We have something called alias. Alias, or we can say temporary name. Temp name, temporary name. It is only for the results, guys. It is only for the results. Now, see here, guys. If I'm going to select columns, ID, comma, I'm going to select the ID, name, location, or like whatever the salary. Location. From table, you'll get all the details like this. You'll get all the details like this. Okay. Now, whenever in the results case, again, I'm saying in the results window, I want to change this name to full name. I want to change this name to full name, guys. This name to full name. Already this name is there. Just only for the results. I'm not changing anything in the table. I'm changing the information in this results window. In this results window, I'm changing this. In this results window, I'm changing. So we can use something called alias as operator, as operator. You can be able to use it. I can write like this. Select ID, comma, name as full name, full underscore name. Or only name I am going to take in case. So it will be clear. Name as full name from table T1. So if I am going to execute this, it will show in the results as full name. See here. Getting or not this? We are giving some alias names here. We are getting some alias names here. We are getting some alias names. If I am seeing anything like as means it's an alias name. You can give any name here. Any name you can able to give it. Okay. Sometimes in real time, the table names are really big. We need to give the alias names for the tables also. Think like this. I have a table here. Whenever you are selecting the columns, you need to select, see here. Here directly I'm writing the columns. But there you need to select the columns like this. Select table name dot column name, T1 dot ID, table name dot column name, comma, T1 dot name, T1 dot salary, comma, T1 dot location from T1. So what we are doing here, you are selecting the table name dot column name. So everybody see, if I'm going to see this also, I can understand this is the table, this is the column. So like this, you people are going to select in real time this. Always table name dot column name, So it will be clear for you. So this is the table name. So in this table, I'm going to select some columns. Why means you are going to work with 2 or more tables. You are going to join the table sometime. So at that time, you will not get confused. So from which column I have selected from the table. So you need to write like this: table name dot column name, table name dot column, table name dot column name. Like this, we can able to. Now we'll take one example. Yes. I'll take one table, select star from, I'll go here. Snowflake sample data, TPCH SF1. In this, I'm going to take something like customer database. So you can click here, place name in the editor. You'll get it here. So you can see here, guys. This is my database name. This is my schema name. This is my table name. You can able to see this is the database name. In the database, I have a schema. In the schema, I have a tables. So if I'm going to execute this, so I'm going to get this data like this. I'm going to get a data like this: customer ID, name, and address. So I have a lot of columns here. I don't want all the columns. I required only customer key, customer name, and address. So 3 columns I required this. Customer key, I required only 3 columns from this. C underscore customer key. Just I am going to execute once again. So this one I required. C underscore name, C underscore address. So these 3 columns we require. C underscore address. Now see here, guys. If I want to write like this, if I want to select the data, so every time I need to select. I need to mention here table name dot C underscore cust key. So I'm selecting the first column. Next, customer dot C underscore name. Second column I'm selecting. Customer dot C underscore address. I have selected from this table, from customer table. From this table, I have selected. If I'm going to execute this, you'll get the results. You'll get the results. If I'm going to execute this, you'll get the results. You'll get only the 3 columns. But every time I'm typing customer dot, it's difficult for me to type every time. So I can write like this case. See here, I can write like this. Whatever you have done, you have written is correct. But I want to write like this. See here, I will use some alias names. I can use select C dot, only C dot, customer, sorry, cust key, C dot, C underscore cust key. Next, C dot, C underscore name, comma, C dot, C underscore address. Okay, our customer table I am giving C, guys. If you want, you can give T, whatever the things you can give it, guys. Just I am giving the alias name here. So I will use something C1 also. Any name you can give it. Any name you can give it here. Any name you can give it. And finally, I am going to mention here from place like Snowflake table. If I am going to execute this query will execute or not this? This query will execute or not? Just see here once.
It will execute, sir.
It will not execute, guys. I am mentioning C1 as an alias name. C1 as an alias name. I will give from C1. See here, guys. From C1 table, I am selecting cust key. From C1 table, I am selecting name. From C1 table, I am selecting the address. But where is the C1 table? There is a customer table. You don't have the C1 table. If I am going to execute this, it will throw the error. See here first. See here. Invalid identifier. C1.cust key. So
you have to mention as.
Okay. Here, after this, what you can mention now, after this, what you can mention now, after the table name, this is a table name. Give space, keep it C1, enough. You don't want to use the as keyword also. As C is that if you are going to use the space and if you are going to write it also, it will work. Or if you keep as also, it will work. Okay, as also will work. Or directly you can give some space and write C1. That's all. It will take it as a alias name. I am going to execute this. You'll get the output. See the difference between this query and this query is. So you are going to give the alias names like this after the table. So based on the alias name, you are going to select like this. So I want you people to understand the alias today, like just concentrate. Why means because from tomorrow onwards, I'm going to take the joins. So alias is very important when you are going to use the joins, everything. Just try to understand this. So if think like this, I have a table also, guys. We have one table previously we have created. Select star from T1. Think like this. This table name is very big. If they have a table name which is very big or something, so I have these columns. For this also, I can use some alias name, guys. I'll use some C. See here, select C.id, C.name, C.salary, C.location. From T1 is the table name. Will this query will work?
No,
Will
sir.
this query will work, guys?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No.
What I need to give here?
Alias.
Space.
Database.
Space.
C. Now it will work. So we are giving the alias name to the table here. We are giving the alias name to the table here. Getting or not, guess what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.